A$AP Rocky found not guilty in court in the shooting of A$AP Rocky. Rihanna was there. He leapt over the seats to hug his wife. She was in tears, and they thanked God for all of this. And also, he told all the jurors, "Thank you for saving my life."
And then they went out to a nice dinner.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah. I'm sure they're very happy. And obviously, showing up in the courtroom in front of the jury with your kids probably didn't hurt.
Yep. Probably
Rihanna.
worked.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, again, he gambled that the jury would take his side of the story if he could get in front of them. Because it was either that or he had, I think there was a plea on the table for him to serve like 6 months. And so, that's a big gamble because he could have been behind bars for up to 20 years, I think.
That's
just nuts.
Yeah. It is crazy.
So that's a big gamble to take.
Yeah.
And one that I don't know most people would indulge. Like 20 years, 6 months, what do you want? I think a lot of people would have probably just taken a plea.
Yeah, that's true. So big news for them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Guys ready for some blind items?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get it started here today with this one. We told you a couple weeks ago that this A-list actor and the A-list Nepo baby were nothing more than just a publicity opportunity. Now, he and this A-list actress / former co-star did enjoy the weekend together as they've done in the past.
Is that 3 people?
So we got 3 different people. Yes, we told you a few weeks ago that this A-list actor and the A-list Nepo baby were nothing more than a publicity opportunity. Now he and this A-list actress and former co-star did enjoy the weekend together and as they have done in the past.
Oh, God.
So we've got 3 different people. We've got an A-list actor, an A-list Nepo baby, and then this A-list actress / former co-star with the A-list actor.
Were they publicationship material at one point?
They were not.
Okay, so this is not a Glenn Powell, Sydney Sweeney experience.
Half of it.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell part is right.
Okay.
Yeah, and who was a Nepo baby? Because we talked about this.
This was 3 weeks ago.
It was...
We told you 3 weeks ago that Glenn Powell and this A-list Nepo baby were nothing more than a publicity opportunity.
Gracie Abrams?
Said nope. The Nepo baby, not too long off the heels of a high-profile relationship with another A-list actor.
Oh, God, who was this? Oh, she's an actress.
Model / actress.
She's a model / actress Nepo baby.
Model Nepo baby.
Model
Kaya
Nepo
Gerber.
baby.
There you go.
Kaya Gerber.
We told you weeks ago that Glenn Powell and Kaya Gerber were nothing more than just a publicity opportunity, but he and this A-list actress and former co-star did enjoy the weekend together as they've done in the past. Maybe the blind item referring to the fact that this other individual and Glenn Powell are very much for real.
And co-star?
Former co-star.
Okay.
I will say, don't get too hung up on that.
Okay.
Like maybe it's not a well-known co-star. Like
Correct.
she just happened to be in the film.
Okay.
Well, actually, he just happened to be in the film.
Okay.
Okay, she is
was
an
the star of the
A-
film.
list. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A- list actress.
Yep.
Ooh, that's pretty wide. Is it mostly a movie actress or?
I would say yes. Mostly, let me see her biggest roles. Yeah, mostly movie actress. She did have a high-profile streaming show.
Okay.
High-profile streaming show. Is she in a nominated film right now?
I mean, I shouldn't say it was a high-profile streaming, I guess, miniseries.
Okay.
She is not, to my knowledge, in an Academy-nominated film. She was last year.
Oh, okay.
Have we talked about these two? Well, we must have because it sounds like they've already.
Oh, we
Dibble
actually
dabble.
haven't that I'm aware of.
Okay.
This is new.
all right. Is she?
She is foreign-born.
Okay, that
Which is
helps.
something they usually add, but didn't in this case.
Okay.
Was the streamer recent?
The streaming show was a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago.
About a high-profile couple.
Oh,
Is it a
Pam and Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anna de
Well,
Armas?
Done. No.
No, who is that?
Who played that? Oh, Lily James?
There you go.
Good
You got there.
job.
Nicely done. That was kind of just out of the blue, but it was really, really well done. Impressive. Glenn Powell, according to the blind items, we told you a few weeks ago, Glenn Powell and Kaya Gerber were nothing more than just a publicity opportunity. But Glenn Powell and Lily James did enjoy the weekend together, as they have done in the past, the former co-stars. Blind item. Oh, the weekend.
A
Yeah.
throuple.
Oh,
The blind item possibly implying that there might be something real to that.
okay.
Them. Why not?
They were in the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society film.
Oh.
That's a
that
thing.
sounds like something
It's a
at the
book.
state fair.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a book that turned into a Netflix movie.
Okay.
Never saw
one
that.
of the millions
Oddly.
of
It was a
Netflix movies.
London-based writer. Lily James was playing a London-based writer, and apparently Glenn Powell was also in that film. So again,
Okay.
glad you didn't go down that route. But it is Glenn Powell and Lily James. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe a new
too. We would like a nice
real.
organic publicationship.
Organic publicationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little Ben and Jen. Never hurt nobody. Until it, failed miserably, but that's a whole separate topic.
Speaking of Nepo babies, this A-list Nepo baby TV and movie actress has always been insecure and trying to prove her validity in the industry. So that is why she is complaining about unfair treatment and bias in the casting process. She knows that she would not be where she is if it wasn't for her parents. This A-list Nepo baby TV and movie actress has always been insecure and trying to prove her validity in the industry, and that's why she's now complaining about unfair treatment and bias in the casting process. She knows that she wouldn't be where she was at if it wasn't for her parents.
Is this Maya Hawke?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know this story.
She has, let me fill in the blind item. There you go. Maya Hawke, though, apparently has always been insecure and trying to prove her validity when it comes to the industry. And that's why she's complaining about unfair treatment and bias in the casting process. She knows that if it wasn't for Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, that her career would not be what it is. I don't know about that part, but she's referring to the recent story that producers have told her and directors that movies won't get made unless you bring in enough people with X number of Instagram followers.
Oh, we do know this story.
yeah.
We just heard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story, and apparently the blind item part of it is she's just looking for any distraction to say, "See, I'm not a Nepo baby. I'm being mistreated because I don't have enough Instagram followers. Look
Okay.
at me.
Okay.
I didn't get that role."
It is kind of creepy, though,
Right.
if you look at the story and you're like, oh my gosh, that happens? Like, if you don't have 1 million Instagram followers, they're not going to even consider you for a role? Ugh.
People, I mean,
even if you're
Hollywood,
not an
man.
actor, you're just on there doing dance videos.
Well, didn't you hear the news? Mr. Beast has now joined the next Christopher Nolan movie.
No, we didn't.
No, come on.
Are you for real?
Are you serious? We keep getting new The Odyssey?
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I was messing with you.
Oh, God.
But he could if he wanted to.
From an Instagram follower standpoint, I think he's probably one of the biggest.
I mean, Mr. Beast could be like the secretary of something at this point.
This is true,
He has that new show that's like Squid Game.
Yeah.
but real.
Yeah.
With minus
Ish.
the death,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Hopefully.
Probably get better ratings
Yeah.
if it did. Yeah, I think the winner got like $5 million or $10 million.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
It is crazy. Like the feats that they were able to accomplish, like production wise, kind of insane.
That's where they like built a town, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
built this whole wild. Keep watching them. They'll keep making them.
Yeah.
Do another blind item here. This A-list actress / producer / director is doing her A-list actress / producer / writing friend a favor with her new publicationship with a D-list actor / former athlete. The latter is one of the stars of the Friends' upcoming streaming show, and nobody knows him. Is this supposed to change that? Let me read this one again. We've got an A-list actress, producer, director doing her A-list actress, producer, writer friend a favor with her new publicationship involving a D-list actor / former athlete. The latter is one of the stars of the Friends' upcoming streaming show, and nobody knows him. Is this supposed to change that?
So is the latter the one in the publicationship or the former's in the publicationship?
The latter. So we've
Okay.
got we've got an A- list actress, producer, director. They're doing a favor for an A- list actress, producer, writing friend. So the former of the two actresses, she's the one in the publicationship with a D-list actor / former athlete.
Which is supposed to bring attention.
Apparently supposed to bring attention to this individual
But
who,
like maybe not with the D-lister.
yeah.
So
So
it's
what?
not going to do you much.
There you go. So let me actually, we're trying to establish who this A- list actress, producer, director, and an A- list actress, producer, writing friend, and then a D-list actor / former athlete that you'll never get. But we might be able to come upon it with the fact that the A-list actress, producer, writer has a new streaming show on the way,
Okay.
an upcoming streaming show.
All right. Well,
Is it Lena Dunham?
Nope.
let's bring, let's see. So they're buddies. Do we know them to be besties?
I wouldn't say know them to be besties. No.
So it's not like Tina Fey and Amy
Nope,
Poehler.
definitely not to that bestie level. We've seen them hang out. I don't think I would say we don't normally
Their
associate the two
bestiness
of
is
them.
not a thing
Yes,
in the media.
not yet at least.
Okay.
So think of our A- list actors, producer, directors.
Reese Witherspoon.
Olivia Wilde?
Oh, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Olivia Wilde is the first one.
She's the first one. She's the
Okay.
one who's in a publication
Now,
ship
who's
right
she
now.
besties with the writer? Who's
And
the
then
writer?
she's got a friend who's an A- list actress, producer, writer that has an upcoming streaming show.
Okay. Oh,
That's not Lena Dunham.
No.
Is it their first streaming? Is it their first?
Nope. She
Okay.
has had other streaming shows
Um,
That she's written.
Quinta
that she's written, yes.
Brunson?
Brunson. Yeah. The woman from The Office.
Oh.
What's her name?
I have no idea. Did not watch
Yeah,
The
you
Office.
do.
No, you do.
You do. You do. Oh gosh, what's her name? I feel terrible.
The writer from The Office.
Yes.
She wrote for The Office?
She was also an actress.
She's
on
an
The Office.
actress on The Office.
We've
Well-
talked more about her offspring on Blinded by the Item than we've talked
Yes.
about her.
Because she wouldn't admit that they won't ever say that her and her co-star.
Oh, yeah, that's Mindy Kaling.
There you
Kaling.
go.
Oh
See?
my God, thank you.
Kelly Kapoor, of course. Do you remember her upcoming show, or do you know her upcoming show?
Oh,
I remember that she was doing a show. What it is, do not remember.
It's the upcoming Kate Hudson and Brenda Song project, Running
right.
Point,
Running
which is
Point.
kind of a play off of the situation that happened with Jenny Buss in the LA Lakers,
Yeah.
where like it's kind of but not. Jenny Buss actually I think is one of the producers of it. But
Oh, nice.
this blind item, yeah,
Chet Hanks is in it.
Chet Hanks is going to be in it. Correct? Yes,
He finally got a job.
you got Chet Hanks
Yes,
in it.
he's the point guard on the basketball team and also a failed rapper.
Which
It's kind of,
plays a type.
yeah.
Definitely. So there you go. Jeannie Buss, excuse me, is her
Oh,
name.
Jeannie Buss.
Jeannie
Jeannie
Buss
Buss.
is also one of the producers for this, but she's the daughter of the former owner of the Lakers. But the story is Kate Hudson takes over as like the GM of this basketball team. Long story shorter, there's a guy named Dane DeLegro who's in it. DeLegro. He is he's been in a lot of stuff, but he's definitely like a creature actor. He's 6'8".
Oh.
He's done like the movie Prey. He's done Imaginary, Werewolves. He was in one of the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He's just this really big dude that will like
Right.
wear stuff and you won't actually see his face. Well, he and Olivia Wilde are apparently a thing now. They've been
Okay.
seen oot and
That's
aboot,
interesting.
including at the Lakers game, ironically.
Well, we
Okay.
know she knows her way around a publication ship.
Yes, she does.
Harry Styles.
Yes.
But he is apparently one of the stars of this movie or of this show as well. Max Greenfield's in it. It's got a very impressive looking cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
well,
Justin Theroux.
it's very
So,
nice of her to do that for Mindy.
Definitely. So if that's what you want to believe from the blind items.
Yeah.
So there you have it. You guys got that one. Nicely done. Let's keep rolling on with this one. This A-list podcaster who blew up for 15 minutes thanks to an ex tried bearing it all. then tried queer baiting, and now the accidental social media posts, all to try to get listeners back on her side after being way overexposed and dumping her best friend. None of it's working.
What?
Oh my
that
God.
was a lot.
That was so much.
Queer
Holy
baiting?
moly.
This A-list podcaster who blew up for 15 minutes thanks to an ex, tried bearing it all, then queer baiting, and now the accidental social media post, all to try to get listeners back on her side after being overexposed and dumping her best friend. None of it's working.
Was she dumped?
Yes. Well, kind of, but yes.
Is this?
There's only one podcaster we're bringing up.
Yeah.
Bar stool
Yep.
sports.
Chicken fry.
Chicken fry. There
Yeah.
you go. Chicken fry.
You got it.
Yeah, because I remember
Brianna.
seeing a story about how she was with a lady or something, or wanted to be with ladies or something.
Yeah.
Is that the queer baiting?
That's the queer baiting part. According to the blind item, Brianna Chicken Fry, who blew up for 15 minutes thanks to an ex. Of course, her ex was...
Zach Brown.
No.
No, it's Zach.
Galifianakis?
No,
Okay.
the other Zach in country music.
Brian.
Zach.
There you go.
Zach Bryan.
Thank
For
you.
those who aren't country fans, Zach Bryan is not Luke Bryan, and Zach Brown is not Zach Bryan, and Zach Brown is not Kane Brown, and Luke Bryan is not Luke Combs. Zach Brown sang Chicken Fry, and Zach Bryan dated Chicken Fry. There you go.
You got
Oh
there.
my gosh, that was amazing.
And
A little bit of chicken fry.
little bit of chicken fry.
I've done that a few times, but not for a few months, so I feel better about
That's
myself.
really good.
The Brianna Chicken Fry, who blew up again for 15 minutes thanks to Zach Bryan, tried bearing it all. She was, I think, in like the swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated or something.
okay.
Then to Bradley's point, the story he saw, the queer baiting point, she basically said she's done with men. She's over it. She had such a bad experience. She's thinking about only dating women going forward. She then also now recently, just like yesterday, accidentally posted one of her, quote, close friend stories on her actual stories on Instagram. So we all got to see her again try to get her name associated with Zach Bryan. And she's apparently, according to the blind item, doing all this because she was overexposed and also dumped her good friend, who people have taken the side of Grace O'Malley, I think, more than hers, after Grace O'Malley has jumped over to the Unwell Network with, of course, Alex.
Trebek.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper?
Alex
Cooper,
Cooper.
not Alice Cooper. By the way, I found out Alice Cooper helped renovate the O of the Hollywood sign.
Look at that.
He's multi-talented.
I think he just paid for it.
And you know
Yeah.
that sign used to have the word land at the end, too.
It did. 45 feet tall.
I've never seen it.
I went on
Up
a
close.
really
I mean,
weird
I've
deep
seen
dive
it.
yesterday.
You did?
Gene Autry was one of the
Oh.
people who paid for it. Yeah, it was like of all these celebs, and yeah,
Well, thank you, Gene.
I don't know why
And
that
Alice.
came up, but you said Alice Cooper, and
Yeah.
had Alice.
This is the
Cooper on brain.
purpose
My
of you
mom
going
loved
down
Alice
the deep
Cooper.
dive, to bring it to the people, Michael.
All righty, so you guys got that one nicely
The people.
done.
Which people?
The people listening right now.
They're all like, I didn't know that.
Nor did I want to.
It's all good, but now they've got another piece of useless information, courtesy of us, to carry around in their heads. You're welcome.
That is what we provide here on Blinded by the Item, guaranteed useless information. Let's have another one here, as we've got the PR team for this Oscar nominee thought they'd gain sympathy and maybe some votes by piling on this former A-list actor. The latter has punched back, and a member of that PR team is likely losing their job. The PR team for this Oscar nominee thought they'd gain sympathy and maybe some votes by piling on the former A-list actor. The latter has punched back, and a member of that PR team is likely losing their job. You guys seem like you know it.
He thinks I know it because he's looking at me going, yeah,
you know
you
it.
know.
I mean, I know you know it, whether you know it.
The Oscar nominee is a A-list actor.
So this story,
A-list actors.
it was one of those stories where you're like, wow, that's a 20-year-old story. And then the person involved in that 20-year-old story goes, I have something to say about it. And it goes like this.
Oh, you're talking about Guy Pearce and Kevin Spacey.
Yep.
Oh, my
The
God.
PR team for Guy Pearce thought they'd gain sympathy and maybe some votes by piling on Kevin Spacey. Well, Kevin Spacey punched back, and a member of that PR team is likely losing their
Oh, my
job.
God, no.
To be fair, yeah, like I'll agree with it up to the point where the person gets
No.
fired, because I'm like, I feel like that's not a, like having Kevin Spacey disheveled 5 o'clock shadow Kevin Spacey with a bad camera angle
Being
going after
mean
you.
and saying, grow up.
is probably not the worst thing in the world.
It made him look super scary and proved his point. It was like, it's so gross, and like his reaction in that way was actually perfect for their PR team, because I think there's not one person that was convinced that Kevin Spacey didn't do that. It actually just...
Well, nobody at the Academy, if the goal is to get votes,
Yeah.
I don't think that Kevin Spacey's disheveled video is going to preclude anyone from voting for him. So
I think it would make them vote for or Guy Pearce.
In that regard, maybe it just didn't carry the oomph that they thought it would. Although I think it did. I mean, it really drove a lot of headlines.
It did.
Yeah.
So we had not, even though he had a fantastic performance in The Brutalist, we have not been talking much about Guy Pearce and his
In fact,
supporting
I
actor
would fire
nomination.
the PR person, which doesn't exist, who Kevin Spacey took advice from.
It'd be Kevin
which he
Spacey.
didn't.
Himself.
Because he just ended up looking like a troll, which is on brand.
Yeah.
Wonder if...
Of course, maybe we're not hearing about it because Kieran Culkin is like a 95% odds to win that award. So maybe that's why we're not really hearing much from a campaign standpoint for Guy Pearce, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I did that. He was great in A Real Pain.
Real Pain,
You can see it on some streaming service. I think maybe Netflix. Booby?
Isn't that a streaming service?
No,
What's your
that's
favorite?
That's Tubi.
Oh, Tubi.
To be
Freebie?
or not to be.
Snooty?
Let's do another blind item here as we're rolling through them. You guys are crushing it today. You've been so good
Crushing
this
it.
year. It's just insane. Let's see how this one goes. This married former A-list actor from an acting family told a waitress he's single. Honestly, as crazy as his relationship with his wife is, that might be true depending on the day, the week, or the hour.
Okay.
This married former A-list actor from an acting family told a waitress that he's single. Honestly, as crazy as the relationship is with his wife, he might be, depending on the day, the week, or the hour.
Alec Baldwin.
No.
He's grateful for all those kids.
I know.
He just wants to have more.
Yeah. Right.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
When is that show happening?
Not soon enough.
It was supposed to be
Go
soon.
away. Let's see here.
Okay, let's see. So they have a tumultuous relationship that we know about. Is this it's an actor?
The Baldwins premieres in 4 days.
Ooh.
The 23rd.
All right.
Get your fix of
This
the
weekend.
Baldwins on the Learning Channel.
You're going to learn something.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
What was your question? Sorry.
Former A-list actor.
Married former A-list actor from an acting family. Told the waitress he's single. Honestly, as crazy as his relationship with his wife is, that might be true depending on the day of the week or the time. The hour.
That is not Randy Quaid.
Nope.
What?
Will Smith? Michael Douglas.
It's not a Baldwin.
No, it is a Baldwin.
It is?
You started
it's
the
the
right
other
family.
one.
You just didn't hang around long
It's
enough.
the other one.
Billy?
No.
No, Samuel L. Baldwin.
Oh.
No, what is his name?
Billy.
There's
Alec.
Billy, Alec, and
He's got a pretty famous Nepo baby.
yeah, he's the blonde, right?
No, that's Billy.
No.
Oh, that's Steven.
There you go.
Stephen Baldwin.
Steven.
AKA
Haley's dad.
Haley's dad.
Baby Baldwin.
According to the blind items, this married former A-list actor, being Stephen Baldwin, from an acting family, the Baldwins told the waitress he's single, which honestly, given his relationship with his wife, might be true depending on the day of the week or the hour.
Okay.
There you go. That is your Stephen Baldwin.
That's a blast
Blind
from
item.
the past. Did
And it's
his
my-
people pay us to mention that blind?
Yeah.
Well,
I would
Haley
love it
surely
if-
didn't.
I would love it if we get to the point where PR people are reaching out to us to include blinds of their
Oh my gosh.
former
It's-
A-list clients.
To be fair, he is on, I believe, this season of Special Forces.
Well,
He
see,
is.
So,
plausible.
I
kind
love
of
that
a big
show.
deal.
That is.
Kind of a big deal.
Now, I would say go watch Usual Suspects, but I'll actually say go watch Biodome. If you haven't seen Biodome for a while,
Don't.
it's a movie.
Oh,
my
boy.
God.
Yeah.
That is.
What was that threesome movie he did?
Yep.
What was it called? Thruple? No.
No, it was called, because I can
It was
see
called
the three-
threesome.
Threesome. Okay, well,
It was pretty scandalous.
it was. And then
Because
he got
in
all
the
religious
90s,
on us.
we didn't have threesomes.
No, it was so scandalous to talk about.
They weren't invented until, I think,
Roman times?
no, they weren't invented until Taika Waititi and Rita Ora,
Oh, sure.
I will say
based on the blinds.
Stephen also, my favorite portrayal of Barney Rubble in the Flintstones take Viva Rock Vegas.
Viva!
God.
Viva!
You have all the
Blinds
knowledge,
Adams!
even quoting Shakespeare today, Mike.
And Mike, we rely on you every weekday as we run through the blinds on myTalk or wherever you get your podcast, or to do this visually in a beautiful t-shirt, because you're always wearing something fun. You can catch us on YouTube at
Blinded by
Blinded
the
by the
item.
Item.
Blinded by the item.